Okay, so today I'm eating ramen. I got a cocktail pepper. And, sorry, my dog is sitting right here. He's being really cute. I'm gonna talk about how much I love my dog soon. But this is the Shin black, or beef bone broth ramen. That's where it's at. Because this is all I need. It's all I need. I always look for it. So it's not at the places near me. Oh, sorry, I'm getting distracted. It's not at the places near me most of the time, but when it is, I stock on it because it's so good. But I'm just eating it directly out of the pot today because I didn't want to make more dishes and have to do them because that's not my vibe. Dishes is not my vibe. Probably just gonna put this in the dishwasher and let it sit there. But don't make fun of my chopsticks. My chopstick skills. I got these like rainbow chopsticks. I wanted just the regular. Ooh, that was a good crack. I wanted just like regular silver shiny ones, but these ones came instead. So I guess that's what we're rocking with. Anyways, I want to talk about Letterboxd right now because I don't know. I feel like I need to rant about this because it's been pissing me off. So my history with Letterboxd is that I had a friend, and because I long story, I lived in London for 4 months when I was like 9. One of the college students there was like a film guy, and he showed me Letterboxd when I was 11, and that's when my love of like movies started or whatever. My love of movies. And so I've been using Letterboxd for like 5 years now, consistently for like 3 to 4. Ooh, I don't know. If that's annoying, I'm sorry. Deal with it. I say a lot, by the way. I'm gonna try and work on that. I say so much, and the amount of ums that I say is quite honestly frightening and scary. Because it's like I can't even get my thoughts together, and I feel this awkward feeling whenever I don't, that I just need to say like So the lighting makes my hair look very bad. I feel like in all the videos my hair has looked very bad. But we're gonna try and look better in future videos. That's a promise. Thumbnail. What was I talking about? Okay, Letterboxd. I'm sorry. Letterboxd. So I've been using that, and then I loved it. I would go to it for literally any movie. Like, if I didn't think a movie looked that good, and I saw that it got, like, not good reviews on Letterboxd, that's what matters to me. Because Rotten Tomatoes, that's just, like... Rotten Tomatoes is weird as hell. I hate Rotten Tomatoes. Because it's just... The percentage, like, if something gets 80% on Rotten Tomatoes, 90% on Rotten Tomatoes... That doesn't mean that the majority or the average of reviewers gave it a positive or a 90% review. That just means that the majority of reviewers gave it over 50%. That means that 90% of the reviewers thought it was a 50% or higher. That's so misleading. That boils my blood because that means that every single reviewer could give it like a 55 or a 50, but it could still be a 100% if everyone gave it a 60, which doesn't make any sense. I guess it shows like the consistency of how okay it is. So I don't trust that. And then IMDb is too like, I don't know. I guess I could use IMDb But it's too critical. Almost too critical. I don't know. Um, but I love Letterboxd. I still love it. I still track all of my movies with it. But there was like a really sudden burst in popularity in like 2021, 2022-ish, which I was really happy about. I'm like, oh yeah, let's get more people on this app. Like, it's a really great app. I think the people that made it, sorry, first sip of Dr. Pepper. I think the people that made it were like doing something really good and like making a place that like film people could like, I don't know, share their thoughts and, write reviews. But that popularity came with a cost because now I feel like it's just too easy for a movie to do good on there, I feel like a lot of people on there now just kind of rate with their hearts and don't really like review it for how good of a movie it is. Which is why I liked the part of Rotten Tomatoes where it was like audience ratings and critic ratings. Because I guess I would be a part of audience, so never mind, forget that. But something about the ratings, it was like it became super easy for new movies to get in the top 250 of Letterboxd, like the official top 250 highest rated. Which, like, when I first joined, it was like super hard, and like I never saw a new movie. But like in the past year, maybe 2 years, like I've seen new release after new release like go into the top 250. It's because recency bias just like goes crazy on there, and people just like see it as like, oh, this is a new movie that came out and it's my favorite movie now because I love it so much. 5 stars. And it's like, and everybody gets surrounded in the hype, I guess. Like, if there's a ton of hype around a movie and you're expecting it to be like perfect when you're going in, then you're gonna give it a great like review and you're gonna see only the good things. I think it's important to look at the be more critical of those types of things. I don't know. But it's definitely a combination of like the recent burst in popularity on Letterboxd, especially of like younger people, like like myself, like me, and then also the like movie culture, just like widely on how much people hype up like new movies, like Challengers and like Barbie, like all of those were in top 250 for a little bit, which is crazy. But then, as the hype kind of drew down, they climbed down and they slowly got less. And now they're not in the 250. But it makes that list and the overall rating, at least as soon as the movie comes out, like not as trustworthy and kind of like, I don't know, it feels kind of like Rotten Tomatoes in a way now. Sometimes. If it's a movie that like is kind of niche and like, I don't know, doesn't have a lot of people that are watching it right now at least, then I'll go look and I still trust that like completely. But if it's like a new release, then I'm out cuz I don't know, I just think it's lost a little bit of that like small app charm, which don't get me wrong though. I'm like super glad that it's like doing better. I think it's a great app. I think even like the free mode is super accessible and cool. And I think it's a cool way for people to get into movies and like track what they've been watching and it kind of like provokes them to think more critically about like what they're watching and like what do I want to rate this? Like what did I like? What did I not like? I think that's cool that it's like making people think about it. So I don't know. I don't know what my final thought is because I'm glad that it's getting popular, but I'm not at the same time. It's kind of like when your favorite artist blows up. It's like, but I don't also want to be like, I was listening to them before. Because I genuinely am like super happy that people are on the app now. Sorry, that was gross. So I don't want to come off as like annoying and like mad that people are using the app. I'm so glad people are using that app, and I'm so glad there's like hype around it right now. And that it's like inspiring people to like, think I already said all that, but maybe there needs to be. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I'm giving up. There's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing like to be done. It's just kind of something I've been thinking about, and I want to rant about, I guess. Rant. I guess that was a rant. For sure. I don't know if that's not a rant. If that's not a rant, I'm just ranting to nobody. It's just like a camera. It is kind of weird. If I just stop talking, like as soon as I cut the cameras, it's just going to be silence. Look. Listen. All I hear is crickets. There's a few crickets. My dog is outside. I don't know what he's doing. But again, don't judge the way I eat ramen. I think, yeah. I still love Letterboxd for my personal use, by the way, too. Like, I love it to jot my thoughts down, and, I guess it's good for when people are talking about movies, too. I can be like, this is what I've watched recently, what I thought about, I can remember. Even though that's kind of natural, like, I can remember what I thought about a movie, like, off the bat, but, I just think, and I can make lists for myself, too. I'm, like, a member, by the way. I've, like, fully jumped in, like, I have that blue badge on it that says, like, member, but I love it. I think it's cool. So, yeah, I have no problems with it right now, or I have no problems that are, like, gonna make me stop using it, because I love that app. And I actually want to start watching movies more consistently, because I've been kind of off it recently. Like, I used to watch a movie every day, probably, or every other day at least. Like, I would do that, but now, like, there's been weeks where I didn't watch a movie. And I feel really bad about it. Like, for some reason, I have this guilt about it. Like, I feel very bad about it. I don't know. I feel like I'm failing somebody. Myself, I guess. But I kind of beat myself up for not watching movies. But it's understandable because I'm a senior right now. And it's super, like, my life is just super busy right now. I have work a lot, and then I actually have a social life, surprisingly. Not really. I don't have a ton of friends, but the friends that I do have, I hang out with a good bit. So, I don't know. I just haven't had as much time. But I do have an AMC Stubs membership now, which just charges to my card every month. I just don't notice, I guess. But I can see 3 free movies a week, which is crazy. That's crazy work. So if you literally see like 2 movies a month, then you've made your money back. But now it's like an outing. Like, I can be like, hey, do you want to go see a movie? Like, we can probably just walk in and we'll be fine. Because my theater doesn't check as, like, sometimes they do, sometimes not. Anyway. But yeah, that's been gross. That's been making me see a lot of movies. But also, the releases lately have been, like, ass. Like, fuck! Fuck this year. Fuck this year. Last year was so good for a movie. I know I just talked about A Different Man. That movie was good. There's been good movies, but like, fuck. There's always exceptions to the rule. Overall, this year, ass for movies. I've hated most of the movies I've seen. Hated is a strong word, but like, I don't know. It makes me mad. The Oscars this year, I don't even know if I want to watch them. I know they're not going to include the movies I care about. Challenger's going to win everything. It doesn't even matter. The Oscars suck. I'm tired of the Oscars. If Jimmy Kimmel hosts one more time, I might go crazy. But yeah, this ramen is still warm. I love it. I didn't eat too much because I don't want to like make weird eating sounds the whole time. I feel like that's kind of weird. But yeah, I guess thanks for listening to that weird. I'm gonna go. What am I gonna watch? I might watch Brittany Broski, or I might watch... See, and this is also the thing. Sorry, I know I just said I was gonna end. This is also the thing is, normally I would watch movies at night, but now I get home and I'm just like, I want to watch YouTube. Like, I don't know if I can, like... I just don't have energy at night to, like, put all my soul into a movie that I'm watching. So I just, like, want to watch YouTube or something. So, like, I could watch a movie right now. I have time. But I want to watch YouTube and eat my food. And drink my Cocter Pepper. And drink my Cocter Dicker. Dicker, I hardly know her. Alright. Kurter 85.